Hey YouTube, Waffles here. No stream chat, and no Dokkan, just me. And the never-ending void, of course. You probably noticed I haven't uploaded or streamed at all this past week. Except for this video I forgot I scheduled. And this is normally where I'd apologize. But that's kind of the point of this video. Pull up a chair, little buddy. Let's have a talk. You might learn something, especially if you want to be a YouTuber because... oh boy, but for everyone else, I have some stuff to say, and I'm gonna try to make this one interesting. So basically, this entire time that I've been on YouTube, I've been trying to find this balance between doing content creation because it's this thing that I'm passionate about, and being a normal fucking person who leaves his house and maybe talks to people sometimes. I don't know, is that what humans do? Really, only super OGs are gonna remember this, but back when I first started this channel, it was a Pokemon channel and it was my everything. I was obsessed. I pretty much made that and doing Pokemon giveaways on Tumblr my entire life. Much to the dismay of the person I was dating at the time, but to be fair to myself here, I was going through a pretty hard time and YouTube was this thing that I could like latch onto. But when I finally realized that was what was happening, that, you know, I was driving everyone in my life away because I was just on my computer 24/7 talking to a camera, I took a step back. You know, I stopped uploading. And I lived my life for 1-2 years, however long the hiatus was. And it was pretty fucking boring. But it turns out I am a great house husband. I get spurts of energy that have to go towards some kind of project. And when I don't have all of this, I cook, I clean, and I game. Which is what led me to Dokkan and the hellscape that was trying to learn how to play that in 2018 as a beginner. So when I finally did understand what I was doing after I bothered everyone with all my questions, I realized I wanted to make videos again to just make this whole process easier for other people. And that's what I did. You know, I'd spend some of my free time scripting, editing, trying to work with this like crappy microphone and a terrible setup, but it reignited my passion for being creative. Like every video was this passion project, this thing that I worked on that I just always felt like this is what I'm doing because I have a goal and I want to. And then some of those videos blew up and I started to build a community and I started getting better at editing my video. And I continued for years. You know, I started streaming. I even got into 5'9", which was really cool, by the way. And I had this chance to make this thing that I started, that I love, into a full-time career if I just worked hard enough. And that attitude seeped into my brain. And it became a job. I had to put all of my free time, every moment where I wasn't actively needing to rest or be around other people, needed to go towards what can I make content on? What can I edit? What can I work on? And there are plenty of videos I made that I didn't really want to do, or I've dropped plans with people because I needed to rush something I'd rather waited and made a video on the next day because gotcha game, you got to get that content out fast. But this isn't 2018 anymore. You know, there are plenty of YouTubers now that make Dokkan easy to understand. And so my whole goal for when I started this, it's done. It finished a while ago. And over this past year, I've been in this spot where I'm constantly thinking about what role I can really fulfill in this space. What can I do differently from other YouTubers? Or how can I provide something? You know, for me, it's like I have to keep making videos. This is what I want to do with my life. What I want, what drives me without thinking about the other people around me. So what can I talk about that I can meaningfully add to? Am I just supposed to cover everything to make sure you always have resources from me, even if I trust like other creators to get that content to you? But I realized none of this was important. None of it addressed the core questions. The two main things that actually mattered if I wanted to keep doing this as a career. And it's something that I encourage you to think about if you just think that maybe you want to do this. Am I enjoying this? Is it worth dedicating my life to? For the first one, yeah, sometimes I really love it, but not what I'm doing right now. No, I don't like grinding out content. That's not me. I just want to be the Sims 4 art goblin that gets something in his head to work on, sits in a basement for like 2 weeks, and then comes out with art. And I know it's hard to call YouTube videos art, but there are videos I've made that I still look back on I'm just really proud of, even like a year later, because I see that it's the result of months sometimes worth of effort. And so when I click that render button on a video that I put my heart into, it's fulfilling. I feel like I made something that mattered, to me at least, something I made for myself. And so I don't want to just be putting out content for content's sake or to please some stupid algorithm that says I have to upload every day. I want to make things that I'm passionate about, because that feeling of making something that you wanted to do, that you put your everything into, that is what I love about YouTube. And as for number 2, I think that answer is no. It's not worth it. At least for me. Being in front of a camera, on stream or for videos, it really doesn't matter. It's the same situation in both. I think maybe even more so for streaming. But you're being performative. You know, as authentic as you might want to go into this being, you're always going to try to play yourself up in front of a camera. Especially when you've been doing this for a while. You turn that camera on and you try to show your best self. And that gets pretty lonely. You know, it doesn't matter how big your audience is, how many views, how many comments, how many likes you get. I'm sure that literally every content creator would say the same. You're alone up here. And you're alone after. And you're alone in the silence in between takes. And you're alone late night when you're editing these videos together. And no amount of clicks or comments or anything is ever going to be enough to get rid of that loneliness. This is not something that I think can fill that void. If you're going into this and you need that, I don't think you're going to get it here. I don't think that it's worth putting your everything to try to fill that space. And, you know, I'm pretty young, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm certainly not old, but I've been living in Japan long enough now to build a life, you know, a real life. I'm not that same kid I was back when this was just a Pokemon channel. You know, this isn't the only good thing I have anymore. I have loved ones, and the time I spend with them is bliss, safe, it's warm. Actually, no, that one isn't true. They both keep the air conditioner ungodly cold, but I still love them to my inevitable frostbitten death. Anyway, the point of all this is exactly what the title says. I'm taking back my channel from whatever expectations I've set for myself. You're probably still going to see videos and streams from me, probably even Dokkan videos, but essentially it's just going to be whatever I want to make, whenever I want to make it. Maybe that means once a month? I don't know. Schedules are for consistent people, but this is a reminder to myself. YouTube is for fun. Do it when you want. Views don't matter if it's your hobby. And for anyone that's watching this that might want to be a pro content creator someday, you need to know a couple things. It's a pretty big commitment. It's going to be a lot of upfront time where it's just not going to be very rewarding. But take that time, learn how the algorithm works, learn Photoshop and how to edit videos, and how to make clickbaity titles, because you kind of have to. No matter how much you might be morally against it, you still got to learn a little bit of how to clickbait. And if you want to be specifically a Dokkan content creator, here's my little secret. Almost no one in this niche actually knows how search engine optimization works, so use that to your advantage so you can pop up higher in the search bar. And if you want Dokkan help, you can always leave a comment or hit me up on Discord. You know, I love helping people when I can. Oh, and don't worry about the hand. I burned myself the other day when I was making noodles. It wasn't my best moment, but it's gonna be okay. Anyway, I really have no idea how to end this, so let's just do it like The Sopranos. No stream chat, no Dokkan, just me. Damn. Just me. What was... That's not a snap. Not a snap. Just me. Just me. I can't snap. Do I just do a full hand snap now? Oh, I can't even get caught on the mic because of the thing. Fuck. I am so above it up. Yeah, this is 4 minutes in. I haven't fucking made a video yet. Or if I'm like over here. This is a natural and human position that people are in. Ow. I'm definitely leaning with my knee right now. Alright. Whoa. So basically, this entire... Too far. Okay. And being a normal fucking person who leaves his house and maybe talks to people sometimes? I don't know. That seems like a thing that people do. I am a human, I promise. So basically, this entire... Now I'm just thinking about that article where it was like, everyone is bots on the internet and everyone died a long time ago. Am I the last living person making content for bots? Who knows? So basically, that's too much. Oh, I think that's what humans do. I don't know. But really, only... I don't know. Is that what people do? Am I an adult person who should know how to interact with people? For 12 minutes in, I have barely done anything. This moment is exactly what I'm talking about. It's the pauses. What are we at? 28 minutes? This took 28 minutes?